Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Ogle, Elrod, and Brill. Personal injury law, workers' comp cases, family law, bankruptcy law, criminal defense, whatever legal need you might need help with. If you're in East Tennessee, you call the law offices of Ogle, Elrod, and Brill, and they will come to you to meet with you and consult with you. Your spot, your time. All right. We ask it whenever. Well, first of all, let me tease this. We're doing a new thing now where we were so packed today. We're doing another segment that will be on our website, sportsource.tv. You can follow us on Twitter there. We'll tell you when it's up this afternoon or this evening. We're going to do one more segment after the show, and that is going to be what is the single most important element for Donnie Tyndall to have long-term success at Tennessee. We'll discuss that. It'll be on our website, sportsource.tv, later today. Last question, guys. Do it every time a new coach is hired. We ask if that man is a bridge or is he a destination? And I'll put it in other words for you. Is he likely to have a long Tennessee career, a long career like this Donnie? Or is he likely to make a surprisingly quick exit like Donnie from The Big Lebowski? Which Donnie are we looking at? Guys, bridge
you shouldn't have made me laugh.
Yeah.
Bridge or destination?
If he does well, he will be a destination hire because
you have to say if you think he will.
You don't know.
You have to pick. That's the tough thing.
I think they've hired guys that if they did well, you thought they weren't going to be a destination hire because they had no connection here, would move on. I think he's a guy that has a connection here that if he does well, he'll stay.
Okay.
And I'll just say destination hire. I mean, I think this is the type of guy that has knowledge of the SEC. When he was 25 years old, the youngest assistant coach at LSU, that he knows the league. He's glad to be here. He's almost tripled his salary. Destination hire.
There's one thing you said there that's being used out there, glad to be here, as if the last man was not. He was only not happy to be here when they put petitions out there to run him off. I've talked to people who worked on his staff. He was not unhappy when he came here. So that's a little bit of spin. Maybe that's not how you meant it, but I've been hearing a lot of that this week. That Conzo hated it from the day he got here, not from the people I've talked to. Bridge hire, destination hire.
Bridge, just simply because all Tennessee coaches now are bridges. I talked to a man, told you the conversation in Food City. You know who you are. If Butch Jones doesn't win 8 games this year, he should be fired immediately. When you've got a fan base with a mindset like that, he's a bridge. Doesn't matter what he does. And they'll burn him after it's over. He'll be a burn bridge.
And I don't think it's the whole fan base, but there's a very vocal minority that has gotten a taste of blood, I think.
Could it be a petition bridge?
Yeah, there you go.
If you look at Tennessee's history, you would say bridge. But is this Henley Street Bridge or Lake Pontchartrain Bridge? I would have to lean a little bit toward bridge just because of the turnover. But from Tennessee's perspective, you would hope that this is going to be a destination or a permanent hire and that he would do a good job. But this first year is going to be a challenge.
All right. I said Butch Jones would be a destination. I said Derek Dooley was going to be a bridge. You did too.
Yes.
I'm going to go destination. I'm barely going to lean toward destination on this. I think his resume is solid enough. But, people are just going to have to get over the up-tempo stuff, and if he's not bringing the unicycle out, they're just going to have to accept good basketball and wins, and the majority do. But, boy, there's a loud minority.
But see, even though everybody knows next year is not going to be good, that's going to set the table for his second year. He'll be under fire.
Yeah, you're right. All right. When we come back next week, we're going to talk football. All football next week, I promise, unless somebody's fired.
The views expressed in this forum do not necessarily reflect those of WATE 6 or of 6 Sports. This has been a paid program.